think we have to experience the results of our own character. The only way to change our lives is to change our character. That is our habits. The point is, every principle has positive and painful alternatives. As far as details go, there's nothing that's automatically good or bad.
In this world, yeah.
So you can do something positive with every single pattern. Now, I'm very Virgo in my astrology. I want to know, can this be tested? Can it be used? Will it help you? Can you do something with it?
Mm-hmm.
And if somebody's just telling me about a past life where it's mystic mumbo jumbo and, and spacey, I just turn it off.
And the same for Hindu astrology is if you can test those predictive
Yes.
abilities,
Yes.
and if it
Test them and see if they work.
right,
But as I said, what I have seen has a lot of it been destructive. And one case was a woman who had had her chart done by a Vedic astrologer, not a Hindu, a U.S. born, but Vedic, who told her she was going to die before the end of the year of Cancer because Venus was mad at her. Now, there was this much germ of truth in this. She didn't die, by the way. That was
Right.
that was an error. But she did have cancer, and she had told her astrologer that. And she had conflict aspects in her relationship with her husband, and that was why she had the cancer. So you could call that Venus is mad at you. But what do you do with it when someone says Venus is mad at you? Go do an offering to Venus? What she needed was to make peace with her husband, work out a reasonable relationship there.
well, said to her, I think he just used the wrong term. He said Mars on Ketu was like a black hole, and it
right.
kind of held her back.
Yeah, that's wrong. That's nonsense. What can you do with it? What does it mean in the first place? And what can you do with it in the second place? Yeah, Mars is very close to your South Node, and for me that says you have an obligation to do something for personal action, Mars, in the spiritual realm, Sagittarius, to gain spiritual knowledge and give it to the world.
That makes sense. He said that if I didn't have that there and I just had Mars, I would have had famous children. Famous offspring.
If you wanted children, you could have had children with this chart, but I've seen numbers of charts of people. The more you put in one area in the chart, the more there is the possibility that it's like an overload and the person doesn't deal with it very
I
effectively.
remember you telling me that, but that was one of the things he told me, and he said I could be very famous if I didn't have Ketu there.
No, you could still be famous with Ketu there if you wanted to be.
We're just sharing this with you.
Yes, I know, but that just confirms my experience with Vedic astrology, that it's too often negative and not helpful.
Exactly. That's my main gripe.